The Force of Others, a Star Wars podcast. Hello there, and welcome to The Force of Others. I'm Zachary Owen Turner, and today with me we have some very special guests. We have with us again Dante Dio and Bobby Robertson from Rebel Scum Con. A huge warm welcome. Welcome back, gentlemen. How are you doing?
Oh, who talks first?
You want to,
Bobby, you kick it off. Go ahead, Bobby.
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing good. Dante, how are you?
I'm great. This is happy to be back again. Happy you guys are back again for another year of Rebel Scum Con. So
Yeah.
We're almost there, We're almost there. That's the great part.
Yeah, we're so excited. I got my flights the other day, and so I'm super excited to fly down and holy crap, what a slate you guys have this year. I mean, I thought it was a lot last year, but holy moly, you got a whole second floor this year.
Yeah, I mean, the goal is always, I feel like, kind of to go as much as we can with guests for RSC, especially since all of us, especially at the top of RSC, which is a lot wider than you might think, really love Star Wars. And Star Wars, really big, really big thing. It's had just about 50 years of content, stories through several different mediums, whether that's movies, which we were first introduced, books, video games, comics, whatever. There are tons of incredible moments, stories and things in Star Wars through that 50 years that take place over thousands of years, which is absolutely nuts. Especially like when you start to look at how much lore there really is between Legends and canon. And then there's like another kind of layer where you can overlap some of it still together, and some of the Legends material still fits in the canon timeline, just in a, if you squint kind of a way. And it's just, how can you not end up with such a big guest roster when there's that much,
Yeah.
Because there's a lot to celebrate. There's a lot to appreciate. And like I said, we love it all. So it just, we keep telling ourselves we'll do maybe a few less guests the next year. And then last year we shot a little, I think, too low and still ended up at about the same amount of guests as year one. This year we shot even lower and ended up around where we wanted to be last year. So that's good.
Yeah.
We're getting to I think a more balanced number, but at the same time it's also really hard to say no when a Star Wars guest comes up in conversation too, because sometimes they say, hey, our friend did this last year, or my friend did this last year. They said they had a great time. I loved my experience doing Star Wars, and I'd like to try this out too. Can I come out? And how do you say no? It just, as a fan, how do you say no? So yeah, it just kind of keeps getting big.
Well, if you build it, they will come. And the thing that you guys have built is so beautiful and fun that why wouldn't we want to come, So, well, speaking of fun and everything, and speaking of the vast, wide array of the Star Wars galaxy, we're going to play our first game, which is In Blind Defense. Bobby, I'm going to have you go first, and then we'll have Dante go. So how this works is I have a character here that the audience will be able to see and that I know, and you will have to defend it as if it is your favorite character in Star Wars. I will ask you 5 questions, and by the end of it, you should be able to guess who the person is. Because
I'm going to go out on a limb here and say this character did nothing wrong.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I'm gonna just say this character in particular did nothing wrong. Whatever it was, look, I don't care if he took out his whole family. He's like a son to me.
Yeah. Well, and what do you say to people who criticize this character's voice as being, kind of different, kind of off?
I mean, I think everybody's voice is a little different and off to somebody.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I'm sure mine's pretty off-putting to someone, and so
yeah. And how do you defend this character to people who criticize that they found the character annoying in the first season of the show?
I think criticizing this character is pretty annoying, to be honest with you. So, you know.
And do you think there's some truth to when people say that this character's obsession with animals is like a repetitive character trait that we see a little bit too much of?
Oh.
And you don't like animals? That's the sign of somebody who should be on a list.
Red flag. Yeah.
Yeah. Big red flag.
Big red flag. Animals are great.
All parts of the living force are part of the larger, greater balance. Yeah. And disliking parts of the living force, I think, disrupts that balance. So,
yeah. Well, what do you say to people who say that this is the worst of the clones?
The worst of the clones?
Mm-hmm.
This is some bad takes.
I mean,
oh my gosh.
I mean, that's a pretty tough take to have, especially since I thought all who were for the Republic loved all clones. I thought they were all our brothers fighting for the same Republic.
Well, and last question, what do you say to people who say that this character isn't the heart of the team, Wrecker really is the heart of the team?
Wrecker really is the heart of the team. If Wrecker was the heart of the team, I don't think it would have gotten past season 1, to be honest with you. And that's not because it wouldn't have been entertaining. It's because I don't think they would have survived past season 1.
Yeah.
Yep.
And who do you think your character that you've been defending is, Bobby?
Oh, it's got to be Crosshair.
No, it's Omega.
Omega.
What?
Omega.
That's so funny.
That's funny.
Nice.
I thought Ezra at first, and then he kept going. He's like, "Oh, okay, all right."
I was trying to lead you astray and then bring you back.
Like at the end there, I just forgot that you said annoying, and now I realize. Now I realize people were probably talking about Omega. Yeah, I never found Omega annoying. Maybe it's just because
you know how it is.
I understand when a character is supposed to be a child and they're written as such.
Yeah.
But even
right.
to Omega's credit, she's while she's still very naive and childlike to the greater galaxy, mentally she's incredibly intelligent.
Mm-hmm.
She picks up things faster than even her brothers do in some cases. Not to mention she is older than the rest of Clone Force 99. She's technically the oldest. Because she is a first-gen clone like Boba, which is also super interesting.
I can't wait to see where
Explained
her
was going into
goes.
that recently.
These questions are like the worst of the worst Star Wars fans questions. They're not my personal beliefs. I love Omega.
Of course not.
I can't wait to see where she comes back and how and
still waiting.
Yeah.
Like that season 3 finale. Just watched it again recently, and I'm just like, okay, Dave.
Give me Tim Morrison in a blonde wig, you know.
Put Michelle back in the booth.
I was gonna say it's interesting though, because like, do you put her live action? But if you put her live action, you have to have Michelle Ang for the voice. Like, that is Omega. There's no replacing that. I mean, I know we did it with Ahsoka, but I don't know. Ahsoka's got more of a that look, right? It's like you remember the look before you remember the voice. But Omega, whatever you want to call her, you remember her voice first before her appearance or multiple appearances. So they're all great.
I feel like Michelle could pass as a younger blonde Tem, you know, like as a female Tem. That's really all Omega is she's just the all-female clone. And well, aside from, her midichlorian abilities, but and I think by doing the time jump, they definitely position themselves well for the possibility of Michelle playing a live action Omega, especially at her age now, where she's joining the Rebel Alliance and she's not a young teen, she's now a young adult. And
yeah,
I mean, yeah, I think that would just be so cool. I just want to see Omega again. I don't necessarily need to see the Bad Batch again because I
They
like
run their course. They can relax, you know?
I
yeah,
like that they retired. Like actually,
Right. Yeah.
yeah.
it was nice. It was clean. It was satisfying, and it was deserved. So I definitely don't want to rip that away. But we do need to revisit Omega.
Oh, for sure, for
I don't know.
sure.
My headcanon is that um oh, what was that show that I loved so much, but now I can't think of
Skeleton
it.
Crew.
No,
Oh,
was it Resistance? Yeah, Resistance, right? Star Wars Resistance, yeah.
yeah.
You mean the one
I
Will and Grayson still haven't seen?
I know, right? I'm telling you,
Hashtag
I've
call that.
always had this take. I always think it's like
Imagine
something different, but
imagine having to
I
convince your
always
ghost to watch Star Wars. It's
I know
crazy.
it's actually interesting. Like that last season, I mean, I get it. It's like for kids, like this in all Disney fashion. It's for kids, and they kind of mask it in like a season or maybe like 75% of the season, and then it gets like, all right, cool, we're done with that. We tricked them already. We've signed a season 2 and 3. Let's go ahead and get a little bit darker, kind of thing, right?
Yeah.
I thought season 2 was fine. I mean, I always joke saying that,
Dude, season 2 is great.
yeah, yeah. I mean, it was a huge upgrade over 1. Got to see a little bit more. Well, the thing I always say is that Resistance crawled so Andor could run, because
Mm.
literally that's just like the mundane human things outside of Jedi stuff. That was the first time you kind of really saw it in like a whole show. Is like, what are the people of Star Wars doing? No lightsabers, nothing. I mean, you got Poe for a little bit, but even then, I mean, he's a pilot, you know.
And it
So
was Oscar Isaacs too.
yeah, yeah, super,
The
yeah,
voice cast for
yeah,
Resistance was
Oh
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, top tier,
top
yeah.
notch.
What
Donald
No,
was it?
Faison. I mean, yeah.
Yeah, was it? I mean, didn't Christine reprise her role for Phasma in that too?
I think
Gwendolyn
so.
Christie, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Gwendolyn Christie. I always
Mhm.
mix up the 2 names. I do that with Hugh Jackman is sometimes what I
Jack
call.
Human. Yeah,
Huge jacked man.
Oh,
yeah.
yeah, I
Chief
always
detective.
flip
Oh,
them. But no, yeah, like I always the reason I brought that up, my headcanon is that somehow the 2 will kinda intersect.
Mm.
Yeah, it's like, all right, we need somewhere to go, and for some reason they stumble into the Bad Batch. Hey, we're willing to help. Bang. The whole new season. That'd be kinda cool, actually, kind of a conglomerate of a season of something or a series of 2 that
Yeah, and
could be the ending, you
you
know?
could get like
Yeah.
the Bad Batch as like the old wise men, like not even
Yeah.
necessarily part of the crew, but like people they go to for like sage advice.
Right.
Yeah.
dude, I am a sucker for literally anything prequel trilogy era showing up at any other point in the larger timeline, especially if it's something clone related or droid related.
Well, I have
Because
to ask
yeah,
because I mean, we haven't talked to you since Mandalorian and Grogu. How did you feel
Yeah.
about all of those B1s and B2s? They showed up and I instantly went, "Oh, Bobby must be stoked."
it definitely
Yeah.
was. I already got 4 of the new Black Series one. No, I totally was. Seeing not only the battle droids return to the big screen again
Mhm.
was huge, but also seeing the droid Gotra make their first
Mhm.
on-screen debut in a major movie is astronomically huge for the fans at home who aren't familiar with the droid Gotra, because they are pretty niche, even amongst like droid content in Star
Mhm.
Wars. There's honestly not a lot, and that's because they're relatively ish new. They've been around since at least the aftermath math novels. I think I'm pretty sure they're mentioned in that,
I
and a
think
bunch
so.
of other books too. I think they're mentioned in the Tarkin book.
Mhm.
Um, but they were originally meant to debut in the canceled video game Star Wars 1313
Mm.
because they first formed in the seedy underbellies of Coruscant, not in other parts of the galaxy. And that's what's really interesting, I think, or most interesting about the Droid Gotra is not only are they a crime syndicate formed by mostly remnant separatist battle droids, that those were the main founding members, but it was founded on Coruscant, the home turf of the Republic, which is also super interesting.
Cool.
Yet seeing them get to return that way was really cool, and also seeing how each of these droids have been slowly repairing themselves, upgrading themselves. We see the B1s have now ditched parts of their older, more frailer chassis for sturdier HK-87 parts, some other mercenary droid parts, whatever other battle droid parts might have been a little bit better too. They don't have the compact units anymore. They have like these new headset mounts that are built into their heads, which looks really cool.
Yeah.
I actually know the guy who made the heads for the prop heads for the B1 specifically in the movie. His name was Ronnie. So super awesome guy. Shout out to Ronnie for working on the droids and making them look practical and beautiful on screen, because a lot of the droid parts were practical. And fun fact, tie into one of our guests, kind of, Paul Darnell, who was at year 1 of Rebel Scum Con and will be at Boonta of year 3 of Rebel Scum Con, not only played several different characters, troopers, and things in the Mandalorian and Grogu movie, in addition to a lot of the series on Disney Plus, but he is, as far as I know, one of the first ever actors to play a physical B2 battle droid on screen. Paul is the B2 who gets his head smashed in with the rock by Mando.
Cool. I didn't.
Of course he is.
I didn't. Yeah. I would. Of course, it's practical because they're amazing.
I saw a behind the scenes picture of him in the costume,
awesome.
So I was like, "Oh, it's him."
That's so cool. I would put that on my like freaking like business card, like the original B2 actor. That's awesome.
That's cool.
All right. Well, now Dante, it's your turn for In Blind Defense.
Oh man.
So, Dante, what do you say to people who say this character's comedic quips are kind of out of character for Star Wars? Like, it doesn't really fit the tone.
Do you not like to laugh? Like, what's the problem here? I mean,
yeah.
Come on now.
Yeah. And what about to people who say that, you know, the character's kind of irrelevant to the TV show? Like, you could kind of take them out and they might, you know, the story might be able to happen.
Are you against more Star Wars? Like, what are we doing here?
Mm-hmm.
Come on now.
Come on.
The characters make Star Wars. I don't understand what the problem is here. Anyways, next.
I agree. And what do you say to the haters who say that this sidekick takes away from the mystique of our main character?
Oh, wow, I'm stumped now. Well, not on the question, not on the rebuttal, but who this is. Takes away from the mystique. I mean, if said person actually has so much mystique, why would another person take away from it? I don't know. Maybe he doesn't have that as much aura as you think. Then I don't know.
And what do you say to the divided response about this character's death towards the end of the season?
Oh man, what is this? Okay, say it again. So I'm trying to do both. I'm trying to see, Bobby. Now I understand.
What do you say to the divided response amongst the fandom about this character's death towards the end of the season? Some people cheered, some people cried.
I mean, do we not love a good Star Wars death? Like, what's going on here? Like, and I still don't actually know who it is. Actually, so honestly, no one's ever truly gone. But like, are they though?
I think this one might be.
I
mean,
and last question, you might get it from this one.
Okay.
How do you defend this character when people say that it's basically just that robot from Transformers that just like goes in and the Decepticon, the little one that changes all the thing and goes.
Oh, okay. Are we a Clanker Raider? What are we doing here?
When he had Air Force One?
Yeah, are we a Clanker Raider here? We love everybody, you know? Like, come on. It's okay. All droids, they belong. It's all good. Okay, well, we're gonna take Spybot. That you threw me a laugh on that. I was like, did people have people had a problem with Spybot, but two, I was thinking it was Jecki at first. I was like, oh, she's kind of a sidekick, but kind of not. She's really a Padawan, or she's really a learn. I forgot. Yeah. But okay, yeah, you lobbed me on the last one. Okay, all right, good. Yeah, I appreciate that.
They were harder. They were harder questions, so I had to throw one at the end.
People had a problem with Spybot. That's crazy.
There were some fans that
really?
did. I remember we did like talkback episodes, and we had a guest on that was like, I freaking hate Spybot, and I was like, why? It's so good.
I mean, he is a criminal.
He is a criminal, but he's a good criminal.
He's actually doing crime thing. Two boots was upholding the law though. He was
I mean, I guess he was a sidekick, but I kind of kept him on his own. I mean, as more of like I get it now because like Maul built him. He was only nice to Maul. Okay.
Yeah, so people ran into like Maul petting him like a cat, being like,
"That's
Maul
fine.
wouldn't pet a cat. Like, what are you doing?"
No, it fit perfectly, especially with his Dagobah-esque scene that he had. Him like that humanity. It kind of like, all right, here's little bits that I mean, Maul was always kind of human. He just had to be jaded because of the revenge, but now it's shifted. Shifted a little bit different. His perspective shifted. In a lot of ways of what's actually possible versus kind of what's not, but still trying to get to the end goal. Yeah, at the end of the day too. So yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I enjoyed because Maul, I not fully relate, but I relate to kind of his like, all right, push the boulder up, if it rolls down. It kind of feels like that in life sometimes a lot. More kind of for me like childhood. It was like, all right, I feel like I'm doing great. Goes right back down kind of thing, and then you break the cycle sometimes, which Maul doesn't do. So I think that's why we all secretly kind of love him. Well, not secretly, unsecretly kind of love him too at the end of the day. So we're rooting for him, but we know what happens. So
yeah.
I'm still stuck on people are hating on Spybot.
Yeah, it's crazy. You said that, and I was like, huh. I think that's what really tripped me up.
People are hating on Spybot.
I can understand Omega. Like, I don't personally understand Omega, but I heard it. Like,
I don't
that's
get
ridiculous.
The
you guys said the same thing about Ahsoka, whatever. Spybot?
Yeah.
Come on. Like, so all of my things that I said are very valid, actually.
Exactly.
I wasn't even like joking, actually.
Exactly.
Everything that I said was very valid. I mean, you
I don't even feel like there were moments where Spybot did anything that was comedic, that was too comedic, or even like oh great, like there's this guy again, like read the room, dude. Like what are the writers doing with it? Like that, I can't think of a single moment where he did something too out of pocket that was like, oh great, now I can't enjoy this. I'm taken out. Like what?
If he says Boosh could do like 3 times, I'm like, dang it, not again, man. Come on. What is
I'm sitting there like waiting for him to say it again. Like Sheldon saying Bazinga,
Right.
Please say it again.
Please,
David.
If anything,
we
needed the comedy, with how serious that show is,
Right.
Dude, I audibly screamed. It was just like somebody even clipped it. The moment when Spybot dies, and they clipped it with Obi-Wan screaming when Qui-Gon dies.
Yeah.
It was, except I did it for real in my apartment around 2 a.m., like 2:30, around when it happened.
Yeah.
Middle of the night, because I thought maybe at least some of Maul's crew would make it to the end of season 1, since we knew season 2 was coming before we got halfway through season 1. It's like, okay, we have 2 seasons, maybe, Rook, maybe Spybot, maybe one of the 2 Zabrix, at least would probably survive with him. And it's just like, Vader said no.
Yeah. Rook's death got me. I was like, no.
Oh my god. Rook cast is not the armorer and will not be in Avengers Doomsday.
No. But she will be at Rebel Scum Con.
She will be at Rebel Scum Con. Right, that commercial is coming, which is, oh my gosh, like 2 absolutely iconic ladies in the galaxy on completely opposite spectrums. I mean, Hera is just so warm and like amazing throughout the entire series of Rebels. I'm on a rewatch of that actually right now. I'm almost done with season 2. I just finished Badbatch. I was like, what do I want to watch next? Rebels. Let's do Rebels.
I'm gonna throw Resistance in there because I actually might rewatch that pretty soon. Now that
Resistance rewatch is coming.
I haven't watched it since it first came out, and I never watched season 2. So you guys have convinced me.
Dude,
you've convinced me to finish Rebels.
You're in for a treat, especially in season 2. Yeah. Like, I feel like season 1, now that you've had some time from it, and it's settled, I have a feeling Season 1 is going to hit completely different for you now. You're probably going to enjoy it a little bit more.
Right.
And Season 2, dude, like I can't even like prep you for Season 2 because there are so many things that are kind of new, especially conceptually in Season 2, that unfortunately we may never get a payoff for. But Filoni and the team got really creative with Season 2, and there's a lot of cool things that they show in the galaxy. Season 2's more globe-trotty or galaxy-trotty.
Right.
Cool.
Season 1.
Yeah, you just really have to, hey, this is the characters, they're kind of a crew. That's it. That's really all you need to give first season. Because, like I said, with these first seasons with Disney, it's like, all right, we're a kid's show. And then, like, maybe, like, the last, like, 3 to 4 episodes, you're kind of like, all right, here's semblance of a story. And then we're going to go into kind of thing, right? Here's filler just so you can be familiar with what this character does, blah, kind of whole thing. So,
and
Season 2, I might just go straight to Season 2. I'm going to go Season 1, too. I'll go through. I'll just have it on in the background. But
gotta have that build up.
I remember that. Yeah, and then Season 2 kind of fully lock in. So,
did you guys see that one of the
characters? The animation style.
Oh, really?
I know a lot of people don't. I know that's a controversial take, but I genuinely like the animation style a lot. It's low key one of my most favorite Lucasfilm animation styles, even though it's unfortunately like the least popular one right now. But
that's pretty cool.
I genuinely like it a lot.
Did you guys see that one of the characters is going to show up in Galactic Racer? Did you see that drop on the trailer?
Yeah,
yeah.
That's super excited. Super excited.
A Polis Mawson racer. We're getting a Polis Mawson racer. We haven't really seen a Polis Mawson do anything aside from be there for Luke and Leia's birth.
Yeah. Ooh, exciting. All right. Well, speaking of exciting things, and speaking of, all of our things that we were talking about, Maul and all that, Dante, we're going to have you go first for this game. We're going to play Keep 5, Cut 5. I have 10 characters. One by one, we'll go through. You'll say if they're on your team or if they're cut from your team without knowing what is coming next. Dante, I know that you're a big Sith guy, so we have Sith for you. For your,
good. Okay, cool.
This is going to be your Keep 5, Cut 5.
It's going to be all heaters, too.
Yeah. All right. So, number 1, Savage Oppress. Keep or cut?
Ooh, I like my boy, though. I just know there's so much more to come, so I'll cut.
Cut. All right.
Yeah.
Next.
That was an easy cut, though.
Asajj Ventress.
Is she really, though? Are we talking about just
Hide
Dark
of Clone Wars,
Yeah, Hide of... Oh, she's kind of peak.
Yeah.
But there's more. Let's cut.
All right. General Grievous.
Oh, we got to keep my boy. Yeah, that's a keep. That's an insta keep. Yep.
All right. Darth Revan.
Oh. I mean, you kind of got to go with the power, right? Let's keep that one.
All right. You got 2 keep. Darth Traya.
That's a tough one.
That's a tough one. Especially since I kept Revan, huh? Well, depends what playthrough you're in. No,
that new Traya figure is so peak, too.
I feel like you have to keep Traya, though. I feel like that'd be an interesting dynamic. Yeah.
All right. You got 3. You only got 2 left to keep. Darth Malak.
Oh, we can cut. That's
cut.
I got too many. I got too many from one era.
Too much beef.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah. Honestly, that'd be interesting.
Darth Sidious.
Oh yeah, you got to keep the boy. Yeah.
All right, you only got 1 left to keep, and you got 3 characters left. Just so you know.
Okay.
Count Dooku.
That's a good.
I'm a cut. He was kind of halfway out, anyways. He was like, "I'm here just because the other side doesn't want me." So let's cut. He's great though. Great guy. I love him.
You got 2 left.
Stole my boy's promotion. I mean, Windu stole my boy's promotion.
It's real. Like,
all right, Darth Vader.
Oh man,
who could be the last one though? You gave me Sidious. You gave me Traya. I think you have to keep that, but
who's the last one? Though?
I know. Yeah, that's.
Could be anybody. Could still be Bane, Maul.
Yeah, that's the first I was thinking. Like, could be a Bane, but then I'm a little bit more stacked. Yeah, you got to keep Vader. Come on,
keep Vader.
But
all right.
let's hear the last one. I feel like I won't regret
cutting
it,
Darth Maul.
Oh, okay.
well, no, that's fine. He's
Vader cuts Maul anyway.
Yeah. I was gonna say like that ends after a certain point. So I'm actually good with that. If it was dark side users though.
Yeah,
I think the list changes a little bit. So
yeah.
All
right,
cool.
So your team is General Grievous, Darth Revan, Darth Traya, Darth Sidious, and Darth Vader.
That's a pretty good lineup.
Pretty good lineup.
That's pretty tough lineup to get through.
Give me the mods on Battlefront 2 Heroes. Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah.
That's fun. Yeah,
that's cool.
Good.
All right, Woo. Bobby. Same game.
Bobby.
Your category is droids.
I was
perfect.
Although I'm also a little worried.
Perfect. Your first character, Chopper.
Oh, that's a keep, dude.
Keep.
Chopper can get through just about anybody.
Yeah. All right. Next, R2-D2.
Oh man, gosh. I gotta keep him too.
All right, you're at 2 keeps. Oof. Next, C-3PO.
Cut.
Even with the red arm?
We cutting.
Come on.
Did you see the red arm, Bobby?
You must not have seen the red arm.
I don't even need to know binary. I'll get by.
All right. Next one, BD1 from the Fallen Order series.
That's a keep.
That's a keep. You're at 3.
That's a keep for sure.
You're at 3 keeps and you only have cut 1.
I know.
Next.
This is getting really rough.
Hero of the Rebellion, R4.
Cut.
Yeah. Friends with Carson Teva, doesn't matter. Still cut.
That's something I'm looking forward to asking him. All right, so how do you all know each other?
Yeah.
We're all hanging out on Delphi at some point.
Did you get him from Tatooine? Like, what happened? All right, BB-8.
How many keeps do I have left?
You have 2 left. You've cut 2. You've kept 3.
Okay.
I want to keep BB so bad, but I'm gonna have to cut for now.
Cut BB for now.
Yeah, we already got 2 Astros. We're good on Astromechs for now.
Yeah.
BB doesn't have it like Chopper or R2.
That's true.
Especially not like Chopper.
Yep. No dog.
Chopper will commit, acts of war.
I was genuine, like on my rewatch again. I'm like, bro needs to be locked up. Actually,
and you have BD for the heels too. You'll be all right. You'll be good.
All right, next one.
Well, BD's gonna be there with the stems.
Yeah,
he's gonna be helping out in case I need it.
Yep.
All right, Dio.
I like Dio, and he's gonna be sad.
Got a good name,
but he's getting cut.
Yeah.
Understood.
He's getting cut, even though he means the wordo to me.
All right, so you have 3 keeps, you have 3 cuts, and you have 3 characters left. Wait, 1, 2, 3. Oh, you have 4 cuts. So you can only cut 1 more, which is good because the last 3 are some heaters. All right, IG-11.
If I cut him now, it means I'm keeping the others by default.
Mm-hmm.
I do like IG-11. I'm just worried that what the last 2 are, and I'm hoping the last 2 will do me good. I'm gonna cut IG-11.
All right,
just to be safe.
You got a killer, so you'll be all right.
So
he's cool.
That means you're keeping K2SO.
Ooh, that's a good keep.
And I would expect nothing else but a B1 battle droid.
There you go. Perfect.
I was hoping one of my boys would make the list.
Yeah.
I was worried ND5 was going to be on there somewhere, and I was like, man, in case ND5 is one of those last 2, like I got to keep him.
That would have been a good one.
That is a good one.
That I love Outlaws, especially for what they did with ND5.
It's better when you do the side missions, though. I will.
Oh yeah.
But the fun fact: Bobby beat the whole game without doing any side missions, so he has 3 health bars the whole time. And I'm like,
I streamed it on 3 health bars the whole time.
Oh my gosh!
I never noticed because I was just putting it on for him, and I just never noticed. And I looked one time, like, did you not do any of the side missions?
I didn't. To be honest, I didn't know I needed to for for the
You're
sake
a
of like
Skyrim and a Fallout
progressing
player.
the main quest. Well, yeah, but like when I'm trying to stream like the story content, I try to stick to the main story for the fans who, you know, they're like, oh, I just want to watch like how does the events of Outlaws play out, you know?
Yeah.
So I try to think of it from that perspective. So I try to avoid doing side stuff because I know I'll get distracted and rabbit holed into it. And then that Outlaw stream is going to go from like 10 to 12 episodes of story content to who knows how many. I'd probably
still
be
if you do
streaming it.
everything.
I did that, and then at the end, I was just kind of like, I'm not as invested. Like legitimately, I was like, I'm more invested in the side mission, and that happens a lot with me because again, I'm also a Fallout and a Skyrim or Elder Scrolls player too.
Well,
and
you got to look behind every little nook and cranny. There might be a health bar or
what
something.
Am I gonna miss? Where's the loot? What side mission can I get? Oh, this is the secret one. Let's save and redo the other side kind of thing, right? So I need to actually go back. Well, unfortunately, they don't have a New Game Plus, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
That's true.
So I need to obtain it. Well, actually, I bought it for my sister on the Switch too, so I might just play it on that again. So once she's done, so
nice.
But yeah, Bobby, you need to go back and do that. The ND5 has a pretty good side mission, I think.
Oh, so
good. Yeah, that's one I've actually been slowly working on. It's finding the crates and stuff in space.
And if you haven't done the DLCs, the Sabacc one is so freaking cool.
I wish there was more time in Sabacc though, or like at the end you can go back and actually play in the tournament because I was kind of like a little ticked about that. I was like, all right.
I got my decks from Hyperspace Props that were at Rebel Scum Con last year, and we'll be there again. So
mine's in the other room. I have the Naboo one.
Oh, cool!
I really like how that one looks a lot.
Yeah,
the stylizations and the way that they were able to capture like just different system cultures and things. It looks awesome. If y'all aren't familiar with Hyperspace Props and you want some really cool 1-to-1 scale like replicas for Star Wars monies, they might even have a purple stud, who knows.
Yeah.
Oh, we should totally pitch them that. I don't know why they haven't been doing studs.
That's funny. Might be a little out of universe for them with their emerging...
Lego Star Wars, bro. It's perfectly
but
bro, everybody's gangster when you pull up with the purple studs.
I think another company, or they could spin off and do another company and just do that. That'd be interesting. Or like a one-time, hey, here's some currency.
A special drop.
Yeah. Only for a month. Yeah, that'd be so funny.
Take
April
Leia over
Fools,
to the
but
cantina.
It's not April Fools. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Oh, well.
I'll tell in person.
Yeah, I'm looking forward. I spent so much money on their cards last year, so I'm trying to get some more chips this year. So
well, this year you'll also be able to get some games in with Sabacc for charity all weekend long too.
Which is so cool. That video of all of the cosplayers playing the Sabacc for charity that from last year's, it's so cool. Like it's one of my favorite like social media pieces that from last year's, just like looking around, seeing all the different cosplays playing Sabacc. It makes me so happy.
Me too.
All right. Well, speaking of Rebel Scum Con, let's get into it. I'm so excited. I cannot wait. It was one of the highlights of my Star Wars year last year, was coming down to see everything that you guys put together, the panels and everything. I mean, just it was a perfect weekend last year, and I'm so looking forward. You guys have doubled in size, possibly. I know you got a second floor. What is different this year from last year for people who went or for people who haven't gone?
Mostly quantity, I would say, has changed from this year to last year. There's going to be more vendors. There's going to be more guests. There's going to be more artists. There's going to be more community experiences, community tables, such as Tennessee Collectors Club, Line Force Fan Club, Virtual Cantina Network. Cool. We'll have a club section where the 501st, Mando Mercs, Rebel Legion will be set up again. Probably it should be in the same area as they were set up in last year. So that should be pretty much expected. Sabak for Charity is in the same place as last year. If you haven't seen their video, you can enhance your RSC experience by playing a few free games of Sabak whenever you feel like throughout the weekend, and make sure you participate in the tournament they have on Saturday. They always host a big Sabak tournament on Saturday of RSC. What else? Let me think. Bunta's happening again, so that's kinda the same, except it got a little bit bigger. The venue did increase in size. It's still at the Rebel, but they expanded, so we had or rather they had more tickets available for Bunta this time. So that got a little bigger. Dave and Buster's is happening again.
Cool.
For those of you who might have gone last year, we're doing another Dave and Buster's after party Saturday night. Pretty much the whole night until Dave and Buster's closes around 1 or 2 a.m. And I'm going to be heading over after Swag After Dark, which happens Saturday 7 to 9 in the breakfast area at the hotel, on the hotel side of the event. And then speaking of swag trade, there's another swag trade happening midday around 3:30 in front of the Tennessee Collectors Club table as well. So 2 main organized swag trades are happening Saturday of RSC. Lots of panels. There will be 2 panel rooms again, so I don't really feel like we're totally expanding on panels.
Ish. I To kind of add on to what you've been saying, right? A lot of the big differences are kind of more subtle, of like behind the scenes
Yeah.
of like we learned a lot from last year, as Bobby was alluding to. Like, hey, we found a way to maximize more vendors because we heard that as not a sticking point, but just things that were said, aloud. Oh, we should more vendors, blah blah blah. So we've kind of had that. We've kind of upgraded. I didn't think you could really get any better than last year's lineup, but that has gone to a whole new level. And especially even like some of the photo ops too is like, who thought we could have a picture with a van with the fanboys? Well,
The van.
it's not the van, but it's the fan van. It's pretty dang close. So
That's so fun.
yeah, yeah. Panels have changed though because of I guess that upper echelon of like kind of booking that's kinda happened, through Kentucky himself, like, that mall
Yeah,
panel is gonna be
yeah,
great.
I can see that.
The the Andor panel that we're gonna have, Dedra and Cyril, that's gonna be fun. There's a lot throughout. I mean, it's kinda funny because 'cause we're like, we don't wanna stack one day, but it's funny because you look at all the panels, like, you could do that pretty easily, honestly, like, it kinda depends, like, for me, I'm a big panel guy, so, like, looking at and even kinda working in tandem with Bobby on the panel stuff too, I feel like there's a lot more, and also a lot more, creators too, so that panel room B that we have, it's in a different spot, that's different, um, but it'll be a lot of creator-led, a lot of new faces too, a lot of, bigger faces across the community too, they'll kinda be hosting some of those, you know, this might be a spoiler, but we have like a Family Feud-esque style panel. It's not a panel, but it's in the panel room that's gonna happen with some creators that Skywalker Through Neverland's gonna host, which is great. But it's
Love
not gonna
those
be just
guys.
creators though too. We have a lot.
Richard and Sarah are great.
We
Yeah.
approve a lot of
We've had
different
them on before, we love them.
people. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that'll be fun. That'll be super fun. But yeah, there's a lot of things in the background that have kind of changed that will be more noticed the day of. It's kind of hard to say aloud. You just kind of have to experience. But Bobby, did you have anything else though for changes?
Yeah, I mean, really, the things that changed, we we just tried to maximize all of
Mm-hmm.
the things that we loved about year 2
Yep.
because things got a lot better between year 2 and year 1, I feel like.
Okay.
Things have gotten a good chunk better for year 3 for sure, and I guarantee you things are going to improve on year 4 as well because one of the things we're trying to improve for the next one is space.
Mm-hmm.
And honestly, keeping it 100, we don't have enough.
Yep.
And
Yep.
partially it's a good thing. It's a good thing because you guys are having a great time, and we're having a great time, and that's all we really want out of this, is to just have a good time together surrounded by Star Wars stuff and Star Wars things. So as long as we can do that, we just gotta make sure we have the elbow room that goes with it. So that's an improvement that will be coming on year 4 that we're also very, very excited about, mostly because it's not it's not because it's gonna give us more, like, vendors and things like that, but what
More
it's really going
immersion.
to do, it's gonna give us more immersion, which is something that we
Yep.
keep clawing for with RSC, is immersion on top of all of the other fun experiences, because
Right.
there's I feel like as a fan, one of the funnest experiences is to feel like you're part of Star Wars, and we've helped set up good strategic spots for that to happen at RSC over the past few years, and those have improved gradually. So hopefully on year 4 with the space we're looking at, it improves maybe exponentially is the goal on that front, because
Yeah.
we definitely want more club stuff, and we definitely want more kind of in-university feel experiences, and we also really want our local clubs like the 501st, Rebel Legion, Mando Mercs to actually spread their wings as much as they possibly can, more so than we've currently been able to give them.
That's
Yeah.
awesome. Ooh.
'Cause you go to like a, you know, like another like a fan expo, they kinda get, like, this little space, and that's kinda really it. But what if it was, like, times 3 that, times 2 that kinda thing? But,
What if it was like
um
Las Rodinas at MegaCon,
yeah,
you
I was
know?
gonna say MegaCon. Yeah, MegaCon does a pretty good job of giving a pretty good space for their
Those guys,
501st. Yeah.
you
I
amazing, seriously. Every
Yeah, I
single
was gonna
time,
say
I'm
because
just
we
I
had
love
that
it.
land speeder too that we actually forgot to mention, so that's gonna be,
In the
something new
hotel
for
side.
kind of immersion on the hotel side.
Cool.
You can take a picture in. That was a celebration, a few
Yeah.
celebrations. Um,
Not just
obviously
it's not just, a more immersion, it was also getting vehicles.
yeah. Yeah, that's tough, yeah.
That
Yeah,
was
it's,
a new step for this year.
yeah.
That was a new
Yeah, yes,
improvement,
that
something
and the
we've
van
wanted
is
since
gonna be
year 1.
there, actually. Yeah, because the
Yeah.
van's inside the vendor room, and then we're gonna have I don't even know where this is gonna go, I still need to ask Tucky, but, um, the Mando DeLorean too,
Oh,
Ernest,
yeah.
Mandalorian, yeah.
Cool.
I think that's only one day, though, because he's only
Ernest
gonna be there for
Cline's
one day,
car.
but it'd be cool, though, it'd be super cool. It's a little bit more kinda spread out throughout everywhere, not just in one space, because I think the 2 best immersive places were probably Sabacc Charity and also, Hyperspace
Definitely.
Props, right? So to
Hyperspace
kinda have
Props,
them a little bit more
but
spread
yeah.
throughout is gonna be pretty nice too. So, there's a little bit more, not as much as what next year's gonna be. I feel like that's been the worst kept secret because Tucky loves to talk about it. Obviously,
Yeah,
it's
he
gonna
does.
happen. You guys don't know where unless you've probably listened to all of our episodes, because I think we've said it on one episode, but, it's not official, of course, so until it's official,
Yeah.
just
And
expect.
droids. We
Yeah.
almost forgot droid
Oh,
builders. I
yeah.
just remembered. I hadn't mentioned them at all. And droid builders are another big part of our immersion.
Yeah.
They'll be in roughly the same area though, in the entryway when you're first coming into Rebel Scum Con.
That's
Yeah.
one of my favorite pictures I took from last year, is just hanging out with the
Is it?
droids. It's so cool. So as a fan, thank you for the immersion, because that's
Yeah.
so fun, you know?
That's more thanks to the droid builders who showed up with the droids,
Yeah.
because if I mean, I know some of us amongst myself and some of our friends, we have a few droids that are life size. Maybe some of them are somewhat operational, but none of us are truly droid builders, except
Mhm.
maybe Tucky soon. Um, but I mean, without those guys bringing those droids, it wouldn't have been as spectacular. And I'm so glad that they did. And I can't wait to see all the droids that show up this year. It is absolutely one of my most favorite parts of Rebel Scum Con.
Yeah. Well, speaking of favorite parts, what are you looking forward to most about this convention? Like for this year's Rebel
Yeah.
Scum Con?
Ooh, for this year's Rebel Scum Con? Gosh,
I'll let you
I
think, Bobby.
I had like 3 or 4 different answers just like all at once.
Good. Here, I'll let you
Yeah,
think,
let
'cause
me think on that. Let me pick one.
I'm gonna go selfishly because again, we were talking about a little bit before we started. Last year was kind of like, oh wow, like here's a number on a page. Okay, cool. And not kind of I mean, it was prepped for it, but it was like you don't know what it looks like until it hits you in the mouth kind of thing. It's like, oh, here's all these people. They've just spawned. So I'm more excited to get more into I was kind of more of like kinda directing, I guess that's part of it's my job title technically, so, um, more kinda directing and kind of like, "Okay, cool, like, I didn't think about this, so I need some time over here," but now all of that has been thought of, and now I could actually kind of more enjoy of the content capturing, I guess you could say,
Mm,
too, and, I wasn't able to do a ton of that, and luckily, I had a very great team, those few days we had, but I wanna get a little bit behind, kinda get back to my roots in general of, like, capturing the content, capturing the moments, I think that's kind of the bigger thing, of just other people experiencing it, would just love to just kinda see other people's point of view, of that as opposed to kind of like a "Alright, I'm up here," and it's kinda like, it's that meme, that Sunny meme where he's like this, and there's like a ton of,
Happy Sylvia,
red
Happy
in the
Sylvia.
background. Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, um, I think selfishly, that's what I'm looking forward to, but I'm actually looking forward to everyone just kind of, um, reactions in general of just coming in and, "Oh, here" like, especially for year 2 to year 3 people, or just first timers just kinda seeing that, "Wow, this is a big upgrade from last year," or "Wow, I've never been to a convention before," or "Wow, I've been to a convention, but I love this layout," kind of thing.
Mhm.
I think that's the biggest thing I'm looking forward to in general, just kinda seeing everyone's reaction, really.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, Bobby?
Go ahead,
Okay,
Bobby. I've
uh,
stalled for you.
I'm probably gonna do a few. But definitely one of them for sure also is I'm really looking forward to just seeing all the people there again. Just
Yeah.
last year, one of my most favorite moments, I recorded it and posted it too, was when people were lined up on Saturday.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
The and like VIP was already in there, they were doing their thing, and then general admin for Saturday, whether they were 3-day or 1 day, were all
Mhm.
lined up, and the excitement was there. There was a lot of anticipation to get through the line, get in there. People
Mhm.
were already playing with the community people because some of them were in the area where the line was feeding through, and there will be more down that strip this year, which is also going to be really nice. And yeah, that was a really awesome moment. It kind of felt like when when the civilian fleet showed up in Exegol and Rise of Skywalker. It was just like,
Yeah, actually.
whoa, the fans are here. Like, wow, you know. And it was really cool to see. That was
Mhm.
a very, very special moment. That's something I'm looking forward to, hopefully seeing this year. And and then extracurricular, most excited extracurricular, I'm really looking forward to Bunta a lot.
Yeah.
Bunta was such a blast last year.
Mhm.
Um, so my most excited or most looking
Yeah.
forward to extracurricular activity is gonna be Bunta on Friday night, just because I've been dying to get back in there and hanging out with everybody. I mean, eh, hanging out with Star Wars celebs is fun, and
Mhm.
partying with Star Wars celebs is even funner. It's just it is such a
Yeah.
blast, especially when those Star Wars celebs get up on stage and start singing karaoke themselves, and it's actually good too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's something I'm very excited for. Um, I'm excited to be able to host some more panels again. We put a lot of emphasis on our panels and our programming, and we have no shortage of talented hosts and content creators that very thankfully and blessedly wanna be involved, and,
Mhm.
like, how could we say no? especially when some of those content creators have given us some of the most entertaining moments from RSC. So we have some pretty awesome panels to look forward to. So I'm going to say seeing the people, Bunta, and our programming are what I'm most excited about this year.
Yeah.
Panels have always been, I feel like they're an afterthought once you get bigger, but that won't happen happen here, at least I tell you that, because it's like I'm a big everyone on the team's a big panel person. If we could stay in the panel room the whole day, we would, but we can't. So
Tucky tries.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good break, though. I will say that as long as I don't have anyone to talk to, it's like, hey, I just need to like edit this thing real quick, but I want to hear something too. I like if there's room, I'll like either sit or stand in the back and just like be able to listen while I'm doing what I need to do. Um, so no, yeah, the panels they're always a strong suit, and especially if there's people that can't always afford the experiences with the actor. Next best thing is going to the panel. They're all free. And especially for this year, just going in, listening, to see what your favorite person or person you enjoy has to say, or even asking a question, because sometimes there's enough time for Q&A. So that sometimes you do get that very quick one-on-one experience. So yeah, panels are always great, and I wish I could always stay in there. It's where the best clips come from, I'll say, from a data perspective, but yeah, it's super fun, the whole thing.
Yeah, thank you for being so panel focused as well. It was one of my favorite parts of last year as well. Speaking, if anybody's watching, like, oh, you could ask questions. We got to ask questions, which was like so cool. I was like, I'm freaking talking to Watto right now. That's so cool, I agree. I think panels are just some of the most, like, you get to actually experience them as a person rather than just like hey, how are you? You're awesome. Thank you for taking a picture with me. Like, you get to experience the person, and your panels are awesome. You're like the content that you guys curate for those are just really wonderful. And we basically sat in a panel room for a whole day last year, and I think it was my favorite day. So
yeah, shout out to one of the co-founders and booker and logistics guy, Tucky. It's funny because he actually books for like what would be a good panel, what would be a good photo op, what would be, that's why we have Mall Shadowlords, that's why we have fanboys. It's so funny how it kind of comes out. That's why we have Dedra and Cyril together, right? Kind of having that mindset first, which I feel like goes to the wayside when it's like multiple fandoms, because it's like, okay, cool, like maybe there's not enough cooks in the kitchen. It's like, I kind of like them. Hopefully not. Let me go to ChatGPT and ask who's the top actors for, this fandom, and then just sign them, kind of thing. There's a lot of thought, there's a lot of care, there's a lot of love put into kind of what that looks like, and it makes the panels easier to make, because that's why they were signed in the first place. One of the reasons they were signed in the first place.
Yeah.
And what's also kind of funny about it is, like, especially Tuggy, we don't always set out to, hey, let's just do a fanboys reunion this year. It sometimes starts with, oh, well, Sam Huntington's available, or Dan Fogler was available. And, well, they want to do the event. Cool. Well, we really like this. Maybe we can get one or two of the other guys and then start building off of that. And so we hit up some of the other guys. And then maybe after not hearing an immediate response yet, which if you've heard Tucky talk about it, you definitely do not get an immediate response most of the time. Even if you have spoken verbally directly to the guest themselves and said, hey, would you like to come out to Rebel Scum Con? And they said, yes, I would. Talk to that guy. And then you talk to that guy. And then maybe you hear back 3 weeks later, a month later, or maybe even not at all.
Yeah.
That happens. But that's usually how a lot of those groups get started, is one or two will be available or sign on. And then it just kind of opens up the idea of, okay, well, we got this person. Why not their friends? Why not this person that goes with this character? And then it just kind of snowballs from there. And sometimes those people play multiple, and we're able to get multiple groups, like with Jonas, for example. Jonas, oh my gosh, that guy has some really awesome photo op opportunities from completely different ends of the Star Wars saga, which is absolutely nuts. He's played a Wookiee in what's currently our earliest live action point in time on screen to our latest now.
Yeah.
That's wild.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
I'm so excited to hear his experience, like, just across the thing. His panel, whatever panel he's on, I'm so excited for.
Yeah, I'm excited to just meet Jonas because I just keep hearing all these wonderful stories. I hear he's one of the nicest guys. I mean, and it's not so far-fetched to believe, considering he's the apprentice of the original Wookiee, Mr. Peter Mayhew. May he rest.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. We also selfishly want to get a picture with Matt and Jonas. We're gonna shell out for that because Matt is a shorter gentleman. He's a short king, and Jonas is the tall king. So having them next to each other is gonna be so great.
Gosh, it'd be great if we somehow could get him to hold him.
Yeah. we'll get Matt some Yoda ears and put him on his back, you know.
Oh my god, get Yoda like a Mando bucket or something.
Yeah.
That would be so awesome.
All right. Well, I can't wait for this convention. And we're so excited to have you to have you guys on the show. It's always so wonderful talking to you guys. So I'm going to close this out with a question that we usually ask a version of this. But we've already gotten your what does Star Wars mean to you? So I thought we would end today's episode with what does Rebel Scum Con mean to you?
Ooh. Oh, I've actually never been asked that before.
That's a fun one, yeah.
That is a first. What day is it?
7/7, July 7th.
Okay.
A month away.
Just so we know for the greater RS history.
Yeah.
Gosh, what does Rebel Scum mean to me?
Here, I'll go. For me, I don't know. I mean, just similar to Bobby, but we've both been fans for over 2 decades now. 2 decades at least now. So to be able to make an impact on, the community that I've been a part of, having not as like a content creator or anything, but it's like in a very different way of like, all right, I help people know about this event that happens once a year and they get to have a really good time. Whether they've been fans since the start or whether they're introducing like one of their kids or maybe just a friend of like, hey, you should watch Star Wars, just come to this thing with me. It's really special to me because like I never thought I'd be in a position to be able to give back to the community. So yeah, I mean, to me, it's like a love letter, honestly, to kind of the community of just like I've been a part of it. I don't have any way because I don't personally I make content, but I don't make my own self-made content, I guess you could say, with my face on it. Which I probably should, but it's okay. I'm more focused. I'm more focused on the convention itself. But yeah, I just say it means to me like it just means everything. Honestly, it just means that I'm able to give back to the community for once. Besides being positive, obviously, and positive in my interactions that, I do have the minimal ones I do have online that aren't behind a Rebel Scum Con handle. So, yeah, it's really kind of a thank you for keeping this thing going, keeping, not just the people who make it, but the people who continue to foster a great community, a positive community, and wanting, because, without that, then maybe Disney doesn't make anymore, right? Like if it's all negative, right? Which is to be very honest with you, the internet isn't real. Someone's told me that, and I thought it was the funniest thing ever. Because you come to Rebel Scum Con and you see that like immediately. You go to any it's like celebration too. You see that immediately. The internet's not real. It's like the loudest people are like in the silo, but they just happen to be the loudest people, so that's where it amplifies. But you get gatherings like this, like Rebel Scum Con, where it's like you totally forget about that for 3 days of like, okay, cool, like these are my people kind of thing. So it means everything in the best way possible, Rebel Scum Con. Just very happy to be able to give that to the community itself. So yeah, love it.
Great answer.
Oh man, it's a lot of that for me. it's an opportunity to showcase not only, I think, everything that's great and special about Star Wars, even though we can't truly cover everything, especially not in one event, which is why we've done 3 now. And you'll notice there's still very little crossover between the main guest roster from years 1 and 2, which is awesome. But it's also a way to showcase us, to showcase the Star Wars fans, all of us who have been fanning the flames of passion and showing up for every premiere, every show, picking up the video games, showing up to our comic shop for the latest issue of Vader or whatever special one-shots happening, or maybe they're doing something fun in the Tales stuff with a Legends character in a creative way, who knows? But regardless of all of that, this is a way to showcase all of the facets of, I think, Star Wars as a whole, which is so encompassing. And the fans are a very, very big part of that. So it's special. It's so hard to describe. It's so many things, but at the same time, it's also like if I had to describe Star Wars itself or describe the Force to somebody at this point, for me, it's everywhere. It's in all things pretty much that we do now. And I just do my best to put my best energy into it, put my best thoughts and hopes into it, and hope that it just continues to spread out and reciprocate that love to everybody else too.
Yeah. Well, wonderful answers. Thank you both for coming on, for playing some games with me, and for just chatting the wars. We'll see you in a month, and we're so excited. Is there any last minute things you want to say to our listeners and watchers?
I'll say one thing. I'm thankful that y'all reached out to us 2 years ago. I always love interacting with y'all. Always love coming on to these. I always love seeing the content too. It's been improved year over year. I've seen quite a bit. And that's just kind of the content head in me.
Yeah,
I'm just like, oh wow, they're making those changes in a very good way too. Seeing more just in general. So thank y'all for being part of the community, and continuing to be part of the community. And it's gonna be very good to see y'all in a month.
We're so excited. Yeah, thank you.
Of course.
I'm just grateful to have made so many friends through this. So many new friends through this. Friends like you guys that, every so often I've seen in content from afar that before RSC, I never would have thought I would get to be friends with you guys or any of the other amazing content creators that we've gotten to spend time with or chat with, whether it was at RSC or in comments or messages or whatever. I just know that I cherish all of those moments.
Yeah. Well, and we cherish you guys. Thank you for creating we're called the Force of Others, and you have created a community event that has created community. You guys build community in such a wonderful, positive way. We are so excited for Rebel Scum Con. And without further ado, dear listener, if you're not coming to Rebel Scum Con, buy your tickets now. If you haven't bought already, what are you doing? Frisco Convention Center, August 7th through the 9th. We will be there. They will be there. We're super excited. And remember, we are not the Force of Others. You are. And the Force of Others will be with you always. The Force of Others, a Star Wars podcast.